Welcome back to Power Director Made Simple. If you really expected to watch the creation of a porn movie, well, I'm just going to have to disappoint you. But stick around and watch as we go through all the typical tools within Power Director to create a short movie from some old VHS camcorder video. First, you may notice the newest version of Power Director version 22, now called Power Director 365 for the subscription plan, or Power Director Ultimate version 22 for the perpetual license plan. If you are using any previous version of Power Director, don't worry, as all of the same tools are still there, but your menu layouts may look somewhat different. I want to make this short video about a vacation, so I have pre-assembled all of my videos, still pictures, and music into one easily accessible folder just for this project. Otherwise, the media could be spread all over the hard drives, and if you've ever seen my system, it would take forever to find them again. There are two easy methods of bringing all your media into Power Director. One is to use the program's menu button of Import Media or Import Folder, while the other is a little more direct by simply using Windows File Explorer to drag and drop the files you choose. Let's use the drag and drop method. Once in the correct folder, I'll hit Ctrl-A to select all, click on Open, and magically they all appear in the Media Resource window. Now, all of these video clips were made by myself in 1991 using an old VHS camcorder, which means that none of them are of a high quality. Plus, they were all originally recorded in a 4:3 aspect ratio instead of a 16:9 format, so please don't criticize any of these for video quality. I'm just going to show how to put these clips together to make a finished movie. The important thing is that it would work the same way if these were video clips from a modern camcorder or cell phone. I'll start by dragging the first video clip down to track 1. This first clip is entirely too long, and all I really want is a small segment beginning at around 12:13. I'll move the playhead to that position and select the razor knife tool to split the clip. It's the left part of the clip that I don't want, so I'll select the left portion, hit the delete key, and select remove and fill gap, which means all remaining clips on that track will move over to the left to fill the track. There is still material remaining on that clip that I don't want. It begins at around 1:16. So once again, I'll move the playhead to that position, select cut, then select the clip portion on the right and hit delete. Next, I'll drag the second clip down to the timeline and place it alongside what remains of the first clip. This time I want a short section that begins at about 4:10 on the timeline. Click on the knife tool and delete the portion of the clip on the left. I also want to trim off a portion of the right side of that clip ending at position 250 approximately. Once again, click the knife tool and delete out the portion on the right side. I'll drag down the third clip and move the playhead to position 7:18 on the timeline. Click the knife tool and then delete all the rest of the clip material on the right. Next, I have two photos that I want to add in between each of the video clips. I'll drag each one down and place it directly on the beginning of the video clip. Power Director will ask to insert and move all clips. Now this completes the initial creation of my movie, but I would like to add some background music. In my media library is the pre-selected copyright-free music piece that came from the YouTube audio library. I'll drag that down to audio track number 2. But notice that my movie is about 7 minutes and 30 seconds in duration, while the audio file is just over 7 minutes long. I can make the duration of the existing audio match the video by either speeding it up, slowing it down, or remixing it until it matches the video. Power Director provides an easy method to make that work. First, place the playhead at the end of the video file. Then click on the audio file to select it, and then click on Edit. In the Audio Edit window that opens, select the Smart Fit for Duration option. Then select the Fit Audio to End of Project button and click OK. Now this technically remixes a portion of the audio file until it matches the duration of the video. You can listen to the file to see how it sounds. Usually you'll find that you cannot tell the difference if there's a small difference of duration time to be changed. Close out the audio edit window to exit, and magically the audio matches the video duration. If you start to play the project from the beginning, you'll quickly hear that there's a problem, especially while playing the third clip. There's a lot of background audio coming from the original video that tends to conflict with the background music. Let's delete those original audio tracks. Starting with the first clip, select it, then right-click and select Link or Unlink the video and audio. Now both the audio track and the video tracks have a separate file on them. Click on the audio portion to select it, hit Delete, and select Remove and Leave Gap. Repeat this on the 2 other original video files. When completed, there should be nothing on the audio track number 1. At this point, because audio track 1 is empty, I'm going to move up the audio on track 2 to track 1. It's entirely optional and not necessary, but to me it just looks neater. Now is also the time to make any volume adjustments on the audio. I'll move mine down slightly to minus 3.9 decibels from the original. One other minor detail is that I want the audio to fade in at the beginning. Select the audio and then click on Edit. At the top of the audio edit window is the volume fade. I'll put a check mark for fade in. The actual audio file already fades out at the end, so a fade out option is not needed here. Close the edit window when done. So far everything looks good, but what about an opening title? I'll open the Titles menu, and in my category of Vacation and Travel, I'll use the one that utilizes a solid background and has a mask for a small window to view the actual video underneath. The name of that title is Vintage Memories 02. I'll drag it down to track 2. I'm going to hit F2 to enter the advanced editing window. I'm going to change the text to Vacation 1991. And then I'm going to place that text in the middle of the mask window. Next, I'm going to change the font color to the second default preset of white with a black border. I'll hit OK to exit. The only other thing is to perhaps a fade out to the video at the end. You may also wish to consider the use of a transition effect in between each video and the still image. Now here's something new that I haven't mentioned or shown before. As I previously said, these video clips are an older 4:3 aspect ratio clips from a VHS camcorder. The opening title starts out in a 16:9 mode, but when the videos are shown in a 4:3 aspect with black bars on each side. I'm going to change each video clip by zooming in on each clip to make them a 16:9 aspect. Select the first clip and click Edit. In the Edit window, I'm going to click on Pan and Zoom. Notice the smaller window in the upper right, which displays what the resultant display would look like. Before we have done anything, it shows the 4:3 video being displayed with black bars on each side. Move the mouse over any one of the four corner gadgets until the cursor changes to a diagonal arrow. Then click on that corner gadget and drag inward until the side borders align with the video image. Look at the smaller window towards the upper right and note what the current resultant display would look like. Also notice that there will be some video at the top and bottom that will be lost, but the resultant display fills the window at a 16:9 aspect ratio. Click OK when done. Repeat this zoom effect on the other two clips. And that's it. I have created a movie, and all that's left is to export it out and create a movie file to share with others or post anywhere on the internet. Once again, I hope you have picked up something new while watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll try to give you an answer. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.